Imagine a video game, reminiscent of a board game, where you not only roll dice, but also compete in fast-paced minigames and chaotic multiplayer fun with your friends. That's Mario Party. The first game, Mario Party, was released in 1998 in Japan and came out in North America in 1999. Developed by Hudson Soft and published by Nintendo, it became a smash hit, laying the fundamentals of what a great Mario Party game we can see in the next 2.5 decades. This is my Mario Party video ranking. What's up everybody, Shiny Muckip here, and today I'll be reviewing the Mario Party games from worst to best. Remember that this is my list, so this is based on my opinion with every single Mario Party entry. With that said, let's get into it. When you think of the worst Mario Party game, you think of three things. Either they didn't have good minigames, they didn't add good modes, or maybe it has one off-brand board that everyone can move at the same time. Technically speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mario Party the Top 100. And honestly, this game would have been good if they would have gone on the Star Rush or Mario Party's Night Creative Cloud. But no. Not only did they mess up the top minigames and the only board it has, but even the extra modes. For me, I feel like they added random minigames from Mario Party 1 to 10 and didn't think of it twice. Some of them were good, but why bother if the only main mode for single player is Minigame Island, where you have to get first place for almost every single minigame, if not every single minigame, of their controversial top 100. With that said, it's on the number 17 spot.
It's just as I expected.
What do you expect out of Mario Party? Wacky multiplayer fun, but Hudson Soft must have thought that we were too lonely because they gave us a Mario Party that is almost exclusively made for single player. Despite this, the game isn't all bad. The Shroom City campaign will have you interacting with Mario characters in wacky and sometimes hilarious situations. The problem is the random elements that can make the experience a tad bit frustrating, like rolling low numbers often gets annoying when you're just trying to reach the next destination. Mario Party is known for its randomness, but when it's a single-player experience, it's really frustrating to be inconvenienced by so many luck-based elements. The minigames in this game are probably the worst selection in the series, but that's to be expected considering it's on the Game Boy Advance. Overall, the game isn't really a Mario Party game, but it has Mario Party on the title, so I gotta rank it. Mario Party Advance is at the number 16 spot. Oh boy, let's talk about Island Tour. To start, they fumbled this game. It's not even that bad honestly. However, NDQ thought that they could have made another Mario Party DS by adding Banzai Bills, Mad Mountain, and Rocket Road. Each board has a different mechanic on each one. For example, on Star Quest Skyway, the winner is determined by the player with the most mini stars. On the other hand, the Perilous Path winner is determined by whoever gets first to the finish line. Interesting concepts that don't get expanded or straight up aren't good because of the length of the game. My favorite part of this game is Bowser's Tower, though it could get boring sometimes to some players because of how repetitive it gets. The minigames are good honestly, which is surprising for this game standards. At the end of the day, I feel like Island Tour has an alright concept, though it lacks multiplayer right now due to not everyone having 2 to 4 3DSs in their houses. I think NDQ could have handled this better and would have done a great game. Mario Party Island Tour is at the number 15 spot.
What did he say?
When you think of the thought process that went into developing Mario Party thing, what do you think? Because what I think is that they fell from the car, literally. I don't know how to say it, but I'm just going to say it. Mario Party 10 is kinda overrated and badly rushed at the same time. Let's start with Party Mode. It's alright, nothing to blow your head off with 5 boards. It's technically a copy and downgrade pace of Mario Party's 9 Party Mode. Bowser Party feels so rushed, a decent concept turned to a little Saban's favorite dream. The worst part being that there are only 10 minigames, making this mode gets old really fast. Finally, the Amiibo Party. Is this a paywall or a return to formula? No matter what amiibo you scan, it results in the same linear board that is just a square. With that said, Mario Party 10 is at the number 14 spot.
Hell no!
After the disaster that was Island Tour, NDQ probably figured they should try making something different, so they did. In this game, we have different modes to dive into, and none of them are like traditional Mario Party. They're surprisingly interesting to say the least. Toad Scramble, though not everyone's cup of tea, still gets you a slight interest in the mechanics even though they're centered around the boss battles. Though it gets repetitive after you finish 2-3, of course. It has a fresh appeal, though it gets old real quick. For me, Coinathlon is so mad, since it's literally a tournament, but with rigged CPUs. I personally believe that Mario Party Star Rush had the opportunity to be great. However, it failed then again on that mission. With that said, Mario Party Star Rush is at the number 13 spot. NDQ's first attempt at the Mario Party series was an interesting one to say the least. People were supposedly getting sick of the Mario Party formula, which prompted NDQ to make such a drastically different game, but this wasn't it honestly. Mario Party 9 introduced a linear board game where players travel together in a car using dice blocks as items to roll numbers like 4 to 6 or 0 to 1. Instead of collecting coins and stars, players earn mini stars by winning minigames or landing lucky spots on the board. Despite the focus on skill-based gameplay throughout winning minigames, various random events can still negatively impact a player's progress. There's the cabin bonus gimmick, where on certain minigames, the cabin of the car, basically whoever was on the front at the moment, will get bonus mini stars after the minigame, on top of the ones received from placing well in the minigame. And if that wasn't stupid enough, you can land on a Bowser space and lose half your mini stars. You wouldn't think this would be that bad, but when this happened near the end of the game, you basically automatically lose because you don't earn minigames per minigame win. It's just 5 mini stars, which basically destroys any hope of winning. But anyway, the bonus mini stars at the end of the game only gives you 5 per bonus, as I said earlier. So assuming you get all the bonuses, you're getting 15 mini stars, which isn't a lot, honestly. But okay, I've crapped enough about this game, about this dumb game, honestly. Is there anything good about this game then? Well, it has a lot of content, and the minigames were great, or mostly great, as you expect from a Mario Party game. But this just isn't what Mario Party should be, and I'm glad NDQ has begun to bring Mario Party back from the roots with the games on Switch, and hopefully Jamboree. Mario Party 9 goes at the number 12 spot.
Bruh.
At the number 11 spot is Super Mario Party, the supposed back to formula. Not really. Look, if you're gonna name something back to formula, then don't brush the formula that was in our past. There are only 4 boards. Yes, 4. And if you count partner play. The only positive thing I could say is that Challenge Road was fun for the first 4 to 5 worlds, and Soundstage was a pretty neat concept. Also, the character roster is good. I mean, the best roster in Mario Party's history. The cons, well, there are a ton of them. To start, the economy in this game is so dumb. You can have 10 to 130 coins, and if you're playing the normal mode, you can get 1 star only for just 10. What the heck am I supposed to do with the other coins? Throw them away? River Survival was lackluster. It was just 10 to 12 minigames randomized, and nothing new to convince you to keep playing it. With that said, Super Mario Party is at the number 11 spot.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Though this game is on the number 10 spot and still is an all-around decent party, I think it could have been better if they didn't strip it of so many things that make Mario Party an engaging experience. Yes, I'm talking about Mario Party 8. It's just plain vanilla. Honestly, Mario Party 8's only great board is Koopa's Tycoon Town. Oh boy, I could play that board with my buddies for days. I like this game, I do, but it lacks the potential that it could have had. Star Battle Arena is alright, but sometimes it's a bit annoying to finish it. The boards, besides Tycoon Town, are mid at best. Some of them have a pretty neat concept, yet without their full potential. In this game, they also changed the orbs to candy, which is the equivalent of items and orbs, if they had a child. I thought it was okay, but the problem is that the boards are still filled to the brim with red and blue spaces when there are no longer items to place on them. Like, you can add in 5 to 7 if you want to. This means that the board gameplay gets repetitive when you're mostly landing on red and blue spaces the whole game. The minigames, though, some great, mostly were with weird mechanics and weird timings like Flip the Shimp and Shake It Up. Other than that, I would play this game again if it's with friends. Even though if I complained that it was vanilla, it's still an all-around good experience, honestly. It's just that Hudson Soft didn't let the game have the full potential that this game was yearning for. With that said, Mario Party 8 is the number 10 spot.
Ah, my old enemy. Stairs.
No other Mario Party game has the screw you factor that Mario Party 1 has. From chance time to losing coins in minigames, to that one minigame, Bash and Catch, where you literally can win and lose a bunch of coins for no reason. This game may not be the best when it comes to its boards or its minigames, but it makes it up for that with its sheer insanity in how you can be winning and then be set back to 0 stars and 0 coins. Despite this, you can still get first place if you get lucky enough. For example, I got 2 bonus stars on DK's Jungle Adventure and didn't have a single star during the 20 turns. That goes to show my point. With that said, Mario Party 1 is at the number 9 spot.
Yeah. I'm man.
For the first Mario Party on GameCube, it's alright, not as chaotic as Mario Party 3, but with some improvements like holding 3 items at once. However, certain changes like chance time being less exciting and the mini and mega mushroom system replacing some items from Mario Party 2 are major drawbacks. Mega mushrooms will help you roll 2 or 3 dice and steal coins from other players, while mini mushrooms can be a waste if you don't roll high enough to enter a pipe. Despite these flaws, the game is praised by fans for its fantastic minigames and the ability to customize them during gameplay. The boards, while decent overall, have some flaws like Bowser's Gnarly Party with its bridge mechanic. Mario Party 4 tries to maintain the flow of Mario Party 3 but falls short. With that said, Mario Party 4 is at the number 8 spot. Hudson Soft broke the mold with Mario Party 7, opting for innovation over following the typical formula. While the boards and minigames are solid, some changes and additions missed the mark. The removal of Chance Time, a serious staple, took away an element of chaos and surprise comebacks. The mic space, reminiscent of Game Guy, falls short with a repetitive memory matching minigame that lacks challenge and is a boring single-player minigame that puts everybody to sleep. Just like the addition of the single-player DK and Bowser minigames, which happen way too often than usual, they're equally as boring because only one person is participating, causing the pace of the game to a halt. I kind of get what they were going for it with the new duel mechanics, but did they really have to add the red X option that gives you nothing? You busted your butt off trying to win the duel just to get nothing. But even then, I preferred the duels in the previous games because there was no randomness to what you would gain from them. Making them more like Chance Time is not horrible, it's just different. Finally, this game also has a 8-player Mario Party, but aside from a few 8-player minigames, it really isn't that special. Just a cool mode if you have the friends for it. With that said, Mario Party 7 is at the number 7 spot.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
There's a reason why this game is so overrated. Mario Party 2 improved so much upon the first game, from the removal of single-player minigames, stick rotating minigames, and also the motion space, which can literally prevent you from moving on the following turn if you were unlucky. As for the minigames, some of them are from Mario Party 1, but they are basically the best ones from that game. Mario Party 2 has some of the most consistent boards in the series. None of them are bad except for maybe Mystery Land, but even that board is kind of alright. The introduction of items was a huge addition to the series, and even though you can only hold one in this entry, it still adds a lot of strategy to the game, which is something Mario Party 1 lacked. With that said, Mario Party 2 is at the number 6 spot.
I have no money!
Hudson Soft really innovated with this entry, as they completely changed up the item system in this game. Instead of buying items, you now receive them randomly from a capsule dispenser or from certain happening spaces. The coolest part about this item system is that you can now throw the items onto the spaces on the board, and if a player lands on it, they suffer its effect. You can also use the capsules on yourself in exchange for coins. Unfortunately, the boards became a lot plainer as a result of this change, being mainly composed of blue and red spaces, but the boards are beautiful to look at and fun to play in despite this. Since you get items at random, this makes for a very chaotic game where you never know what's gonna happen. This comes at the cost of some strategy, but the game is still a lot of fun. The minigames for the most part are top tier, except for Samarathon. That minigame can go to hell. Other than that, this game has an amazing lineup of minigames that are sure to keep you and your friends entertained for hours to come. Mario Party 5 is in the number 5 spot.
That is bloody lovely.
Everyone already said this, but this is what Mario Party Advance should have been. Mario Party DS might only have 5 boards, but they're all pretty good. Even Chemist Library is at the very least better than Mystery Land and Creepy Cavern. The game's gimmick is that everyone gets turned tiny by Bowser, and the boards plays into this gimmick by having the characters in seemingly big locations, but they only seem that way due to how small the characters are. Let's get back to the game itself. The minions in this entry are amazing. as they all use the DS capabilities, including the stylus and the microphone. However, the board gameplay is really chaotic, as the items cost nearly nothing and you can buy as many as you want whenever you visit the shop. There are hidden blocks that you can give up to 3 stars if you're lucky enough. Honestly, this game is so chaotic and unbalanced that it makes it an enjoyable experience. It never gets old, as someone could be 4th place and randomly bounce back to 1st by getting 3 free stars. This game doesn't even need chance time to be chaotic. Overall, it's sure to guarantee a fun experience. With that said, Mario Party DS is in the number 4 spot.
Here we go. Focus. Speed. I am speed.
It's impressive how a game with boards that are so inconsistent can be this high up on the list. Mario Party 3 board pretty much hates you. No matter how much you try to strategize, they will find a way to screw you up. However, this game has the best items in the series, which led to the most chaotic gameplay in the series, even more so than Mario Party DS, surprisingly enough. The introduction of the game guy space adds to this, as when you land on this space, you are forced to gamble all of your coins in a luck-based minigame, and if you win, you double your coins. The minigames are either really good or really bad. You have It's a Pizza, which is peak, then MPIQ, which is dog water. The dual mode in this game also gave us a way to enjoy the game with just 2 players, which was greatly appreciated. Mario Party 3 is on the number 3 spot.
No. Buzz, look, an alien! Where? Ah!
You know, a game is amazing when, despite how little content it has, I still find myself coming back to it again and again. Mario Party Superstars takes the original Mario Party formula from the first 3 games and perfects it, all while having some of the best minigames in the series. While it does suck that there are only 5 boards, I believe the ones they picked were the most solid picks. If I could change them, I would replace Spaceland with Chili Water, since the layout is kinda similar, and then Bowserland as the 6th board. The only real complaint I have with this game is the fact that Tug of War and Castaways are in this game, despite being forced to add health warning before the minigame starts. If you need a health warning for a minigame, then maybe you should not have that minigame at the start. Just maybe. Either way, most of the minigames are bangers and the board's gameplay is absolute peak. With that said, Mario Party Superstars is the runner-up at the number 2 spot.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
To no one's surprise, the best Mario Party game is Mario Party 6. This game took what didn't work about Mario Party 5 and improved upon it. The random capsules that make 5 a less strategic game have been replaced by the orb system, which in my opinion is the best item system in the series. Unlike in 5, you can buy orbs from the item shops that you could buy in the older Mario Party games. And this has more strategy, as you don't know what the orbs the shop will have at any given time, and which one will best fit your current situation. And just like in 5, you'll also get free orbs by passing by the orb space, and it is much smoother than how the capsule dispenser worked in 5. Seriously, it took forever to spit out a capsule. Some of the coolest orbs in this game include the Sluggish Shroom Orb, which allows you to essentially roll whatever number you want if you can get the timing right. And most of the roadblock orbs are pretty cool, since their effect activates as long as one of your friends passes by the space. As for the boards, man, this has to be one of the most high quality selection of the boards in this series. Not a single one of these is even remotely bad, because they all offer something unique. From Snowflake Lakes, Star Stealing gimmick, to Clockwork Castle character chasing dynamic, courtesy of DK and Bowser here. This was also the game to introduce the GameCube microphone, an accessory that allowed you to play everyone's favorite game, Odama. Okay, but back to Mario Party. You don't need the microphone at all to enjoy this game. You only miss out on the microphone mode, which I never felt the need to touch, honestly. And 5 1v3 your normal board play, which isn't that big of a loss, because even without those, you still even have 11 1v3 minigames that don't require the microphone. Plus, if you really want to play those minigames, you can just use a controller for them anyway. It's a bit clunky, but hey, it's an option at least. This is, in my opinion, the most replayable entry in the series due to the high quality boards, minigames, and item system, all combining to make the most complete Mario Party experience you can ask for, making this game the number 1 spot on my list. Mario Party is a series that is very dear to me. I often either pop off when I play it, or I get salty if things don't go my way. but no matter what, this series continues to be my go-to for playing with my friends. Also, I am so sorry for taking so long with this video. I know I promised I'd finish it earlier, but I kept getting distracted with stuff, so it took me a bit of time, but I hope the wait was worth it for sure. Anyways, Jamboree is coming up in a few days, and it is looking like it's going to be golden. If you like this video, then feel free to subscribe. I plan to make more Nintendo content in the near future. So yeah, that's all. I hope you have an amazing day.